Hola, buenas tardes. Hello and good morning. Hello and good afternoon. I get confused sometimes. Hello. So today I like to keep updates of what's going on through the galactic system and the energy core. So it's diffusing through its mecha systems and line dividing through its shapes and its vibration. So it's on a continuous force right now as we're using all the calibrations through its body and its ecosystems. And those ecosystems are going through its condensed energies, through its energy vibes and its energy fields. So it's uprising its system, creating a new energy field, a new vibration. So that's what's happening right now through the galactic system. As the mecha systems through our systematical systems are going through connection waves. And those connection waves are going through full force through the multi-universe. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers for watching my channel, all the new viewers, all the viewers, everybody that's getting connected with my residents. I really appreciate it very much. So much love and support here that's communicating through its humanity and its world as we're all coming together and uniting. It's fantastic to know all these things. So I'd like to thank everybody very much, whoever's watching my channel. Keep watching my live and channels as I keep giving you updates through the galactic system. So everything is in full force right now. I just finished doing a live video earlier in the morning, so I try to do many as I can. But like I said, whatever is transmitted in my ecosystem, I get back through its transmission and its communication through its radio signals. So I hope everybody's doing well, getting connected with what's going on through the galactic system and the energy core. So what's today's topic? What should we talk about? Let's see. We've talked about we could talk about cloud formations, how it has its continuous force, how we always communicate, and it changes shapes through its divisions. Like right now, in my last video, I was talking about the clouds and the formations and its continuous force. It has its own communication lines. But it changes its waving patterns ever so often because the galactic moon is shape-shifting every single time. And it's changing a different coloration through its cycles. So it's pretty incredible what's going on right now. And the Matrix, wow. Don't get me started with the Matrix. There's so much going on right now in the Matrix. Matrix is formulating a new energy in which I'm trying to provide through its synchronizing soul and its humanity and its gravitation through its frequencies of harmonics. That's in my last, oh, no, not my last video, but that was, that was way, way back, what dark matter is, dark energy. Hola, light being, how's it going? But, again, I'll explain it to you. Dark matter is a continuous force through its dark energies. Dark energies, dark vibration. Dark vibration is created through humans who create their own thoughts of negativity. That's what dark matter is. Now, when you create dark matter, it self-evolves through evolution, and that evolution becomes extinction through its creation. And you can create dark matter, but it's all communication and understanding everything around its solar systems, its planets, and its intelligence. But that can never happen because it doesn't resonate in any multi-universe or any realm or anything like that. We don't allow it. I don't allow it because it's a continuous force on the opposite side of its realms. So we're on a continuous force going forward, not backwards. So anything created backward through its dark energies and its dark force, through its dark vibration, through its dark frequencies, is dark matter. Same with dark energy. Dark matter, dark energy. You get the drift of what I'm talking about. So how's your transformation going so far? Are you getting formalized with your body and ecosystems? You getting your connection waves? Are you getting connected through your higher self? Are you understanding space and its continuum? What's going on there? Great to hear. Slowly comes medium, medium comes fast. Fast comes efficient, and then almighty power. Powerful. But that's good though. I mean, that's what you want. Slowly is good. Once you get a better understanding of what's going on and how you can use your body and ecosystems through its balance, you can get the answer in prayers to everything that you want. Anna, how's it going? Back again, eh? I'm back again too. I'm just talking about the galactic system and its updates and the mecca systems. Extremely important. Like I said, everything that is given to you through its information is through the galactic force. So I try to keep you updated and posted as quickly as I can through this transmission device, so everybody gets full wind of what's going on. So it's incredible too, because I prefer doing live shows now. Like I said, it upgrades my videos very quickly. I don't like the fact when I do a YouTube video and it takes like 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's locos. It's crazy. Don't get me wrong. I love the YouTube platform. It's just I guess it depends on the gigabytes or the megabytes you have on your phone, how long it takes volumes through its the synchronizing of its methods. You know, the platform it has, its software, how fast it uploads through its communication of all satellites. So I'm not sure, but I prefer live because it loads up instantly. Plus, I get to connect with you guys, which is fantastic. So, and like I said, there's so much love and residence around this area. It's unbelievable. You guys are learning so much. There was a question asked earlier about that. You can't communicate with water because you have to understand your planet. You have to understand your solar energies. You have to understand your vibration through its energy cycles, through your body and ecosystems, through your frequencies and its harmonics. So you can feel the energy, but you can't activate water. It depends on what planet solar system you are. Your higher intelligence, your higher entity force, your light formation, your higher self will tell you exactly what power you do have. It's a common denominator of everything. Like, what power do I have? How do I use my power? Your thoughts are power. Your mind is power. Your brain is power. Your connection to a universal sacred multi heart is power. Chakra formations are power. Your body and ecosystems are power. Your energy cycles are power. Your energy fields are power. You really get to know the definitive self. Then you'll be able to access your power. So it's all form of communication. You have to communicate through its vibration. And if you understand its vibration, then you can activate water. But you got to have higher intelligences of energy for that. And that's only given to people that, well, people resonate on different waving lengths when it comes to their cycles. So Well, Anna, make sure you watch reruns of my other videos. Really take all that input, really take that data, process, let it process you. Let it formulate in your system through its ecosystem. Because the body system is the most important thing to have. So use a galactic system. So thumbs up on that, big smile. What is the fourth phase water? Fourth phase water is it's light information through shapes and it's electricity devices. Okay, everything is activated through its frequencies of vibrations and harmonics. So in the fourth phase of water, uh, you have to understand the alkaline. You have to understand its H2O. You have to understand its DNA structures before you can answer questions like that. I mean, water is not just water. Water has its own force. Water has its own energy cycles. Water has its own energy. It's all breathing. Everything that you see is breathing. So, hopefully that helps you out. Everything through an element revolves through a different dimension. And those dimensions are on vibration levels. So, and there's also all different types of water too. Um, Everything and anything through its minerals of its H2O and its water's continuum of the alkaline is based on the higher self. Every volume of its body and ecosystem is through the higher self. So your connection waves through its energy circles. The water's continuum is formulated through so many different elements. And I think, drinking tap water, no, that's definitely out because there's a lot of creations and stuff you don't even want to know about in that water. Every atmosphere is different from every element. So tap water's out because it's bacteria that you wouldn't want to touch. So, there's so many different types and it volumes around different prices, but water's water. Um, Spring water's really good, you know. Anything that makes you feel good. Your higher self will tell you exactly what makes you feel good inside because it's another side of you. It's a new side of you. It's the real you, and it tells you what to eat. It tells you what to do. It tells you what to see. It tells you what you need to know. It tells you what to study. It tells you what to research. That's what the higher self does. So it's a continuous force through a life force, and it just helps you along the way. It guides you. It's like a hook, you know. So So how is everybody resonating with your energy fields? Is everybody getting the compatibility? Are they getting trust with their definitive self? Are they trying to understand the truth of the higher self? Are you trying to get answers from the multiverse? The best way to do it is just give it a knowledge of knowing. And every day you wake up, you're learning something new through its data processing. So the wind surface changes winds every time. It's unbelievable. It adds its heat or adds its cold. And the galactic moon has amazing force with its wind factors. Oh boy. When you're in the galactic system, you see everything through its galactic moon and the galactic solar sun planet. There's so many connection ways, so many things that are going through its elements, through its galaxies. It's unbelievable. Trust? Yeah. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust what you're doing? Do you know right from wrong? You know? It's solar shifting right now through its shifting planets. I mean, it's changing its energy ways, finding a new vibration through its frequencies and its harmonics. So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating a new vibration. Because right now the power grid is residing on its vibration. So I have to find a new vibration through a new shape and through a new dimension. I got to wind shape everybody's body and ecosystems to their frequency levels because it's on a continuous force. But those planets, some are rising and some are falling. So I'm going to bring back its vibration so I can get those frequency levels to its continuous force through its energy cycles and use those cycles through the mecca systems, through the synchronizing soul of the synchronizing self to the definitive self, to the higher self. And then you have the solar and the harmonic and galactic, but let's just take one higher self at a time here. The more formalizing with your higher self, the more connection waves you get with communication and its vibration through its harmonics. So sleeping is very important because you have energy that I've had days where I'm just like, whoa, this energy is one right in me. What does it mean? I get up and it tells me, and I data process. This is how it goes. The energy goes into you. Okay. What happens is it fixes all its calibrations, uses its DNA structures, because you're basically being reformed every single time you go through an energy. It's changing your body and frequencies through its ecosystem. So it's creating new division lines and give you data processing through its upgrades. And those downloads are going through its uplinks. So it's going into your body through the ecosystem, transferring all the information data processing through the conscious of the mind and the brain frequencies. So every energy that goes into you is different element, different energy source, different vibration, different dimension through its communication of its multiverse. So, but sleep is very important. Sleep is everything, especially to the mind capacitors and the brain frequencies. Like if you meditate and you have your eyes closed and you're tired and you're just like, oh, I don't know if I can meditate. Don't meditate because your higher self will be asleep. Don't forget, you're connected just as much as the higher self. So whatever you feel, he feels. You're so connected, and your reaction through the higher self is on a continuous force. So if you're sleeping, this is what's fascinating. Okay, through transformation lights, when you get into the matrix and you come self-identity through the higher self, my eye perception allows me to meditate. I got one eye. If you look closely into my one eye, I have one. I have the actual visual self of my reflection of myself, where my eyes are open through its meditation, and in this eye, I have the same reflection of myself through the higher self, with my eyes closed. That's weird. That's when I'm talking about spirituality. Once you get connected through the higher self, you're full connected through the spiritual self and its spiritual realms through dimensions. Because there are so many dimensions that you can go through its portals. But you got to understand those plasma and magnesium centers. You got to understand the uplifted systems through the psychomatical systems. It's incredible force. Because your body and frequencies may not be able to take it because you don't understand its data and its processing. And don't forget, everything around in its galactic system is given energy because it has to upgrade its system. It has to keep its volumes up, you know? So that's how we get higher intelligence, through the system and the systematical systems of the energy and the body systems. Spiritual work is good in the sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Sleeping is amazing. You need, well, an average person, what, between 5-6 hours? I don't think anybody averages 8 hours a day of sleep. It depends if you're working the graveyard shift or if you're working day shift. It doesn't matter. You have to get your sleep. So the minimum is maybe 4 or 5. Anything less than that, you're going to be whipped. You're going to be too tired to do anything. You're going to be yawning. Oh, I don't want to meditate. No way. I'm too tired. Give it another day. You know, if you miss a day, that's fine, but you make up for it. And you become a lot more stronger. And that energy that goes into you will be a rerun, which will rewire through its data processing. So you don't miss anything. So it's recalculating your brain and analyzing elliptical systems, so the elliptic systems of its solar planets, energies, and cycles. So there you go. Full force through its winds. And when I talk about shifting through its winds and all the collection through its devices, twags, twindle, there's all different things that we use through its mecca systems of its circulation, its rotations, and its circulations. So everything is formulated through galaxies, okay? It's full collaborations through its DNA structures, because the DNA structures are like pinpointing, and they go here and here and here and here and here, and then they're self-involved through another galaxy, through another realm, and it formulates and creates its own energy center, which becomes its own energy field through its force fields. And then it self-involves through the energy systematical system, which is the body and the ecosystem. So things are getting a lot more complicated now because I'm getting smarter every day. Every day I'm getting smarter. I'm learning so much more every single day. So really watch my videos. The live streams are very important, especially now, because this shift is going to change everybody's frequency and all levels through its continuum and its galactic energy force. So it's extremely important that you guys watch these. DNA structures are on different levels, okay? You have the Earth atmosphere, you have the atmosphere, which is anything above its Earth, okay? Which becomes solar. And then you have space continuum, and then you have the galactic system. So there's so many different levels that you go through its DNA. There's human DNA, there's higher self DNA, there's solar DNA, harmonic DNA, and then galactic DNA. So it's going up that chain of command. That's how you get to those higher frequencies of levels, through its harmonics. So the DNA structures are just strands of biochemical cells through its reproduction of its energy cells. No, it's not a blueprint. It's not a geographical map. It's nothing like that. Blueprints are basically structures of through the matrix. We call it graphing system, and it's everything through its geometric system and the geography systems. So we use that for the location grids through the string theory, because the string theory is the most important thing. We can't travel without the location grids, which is the infinity. 8, 12 centers through its intelligence. Everything is a line formation through its shape. And once you create its shape, becomes location. And when it becomes location, it goes to a dimension through its frequency level. And then we platitude and allocate that vibrational signal through its line formations. And we use those line formations through its modifications. And those modifications are on different higher frequency levels through its planets, solar systems, and intelligence. So it's correcting all its divisions through its energy fields. And those energy fields are high rising through its energy force and its force fields. Whoa! Sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself, because the energy that goes into me, it's more informative now. I know exactly what's going on through the galactic system. I know everything in the galactic system. We have chemicals by energy systems, yes. No, it's not a guy in a lab coat, with all its diagnostics and all its chemistry waves of mixing elements and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. Chemicals are formulation through its matrix and its grids. So it's like an energy spray through its electric fields, and its ground formations are high rising through its gravitational pull. So it's opening the optic centers to the elliptic centers and self-winding everything through its gravitation, its multidimensional earth, and its vibrational frequencies through its plasma force. And once you get into the meteorological, systematical systems, through the energy systems, becomes automatic. Through those systems, everything becomes electronic. So it's a biochemical cell through its chemicals of electronisms, through its mechanism, and its synchronizing soul. Charlie, welcome back. Reflection. It's good to see my galactic family. Yeah, it is a geometry system, but it goes way beyond the matrix and the system, because the matrix is so powerful through its dimensions. You're high rising on so many frequency levels of its dimensions. So you're going up steps. That's what you're doing. But you're line forming everything through its calculation of all chakra formations, because every chakra formation has a radio signal. But you got to understand those radio signals through its chakra formation. Or you're using the wrong communication waves. All those energy cycles are going to be self-division. And those self-divisions are going to separate its vibration. And when you break those vibrations and frequencies, it bends its reality through dimensional realms of its dimensional earth, through the connection wires of the multiverse. So it's a good day today, because I have so much energy that comes into me. You'd be amazed how much energy goes into my system. It's unbelievable. It's way, way beyond that, Anna. It has nothing to do with calculus, has nothing to do with math. I can understand what the human vessels, the humans are trying to do through its diagnostics of, 2 + 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. E equals mc squared. Okay, we got that, right? But what's beyond that? Okay, so everything is a question mark, like I said before, one big question mark. How do we get to that? We have to live the galactic system to understand the energy system, to understand the multi-system. So there's a lot going on that everybody doesn't know about. So that's why I'm here on my live show to let you know what's going on through its formulations of electricity, harmonics, shapes, and its divisions, all through its line divisions and its calculation. But the modifications have to be right on, okay? Because every vibration is a strand, and those strands could be thinner or thicker, okay? But you got to understand those energy cycles, because those energy cycles are divisions through its location and its radio signals. So, sorry guys, lo siento. I'm sorry. In Espanol is lo siento, but I'm getting way ahead of myself, and sometimes I can't help it because my data processing is so informative through the galactic system and the energy core. I know everything that's going on because it's transmitted so quickly and fastly. That's why I'm talking so fast. And they're saying, Andrew, breathe, breathe, breathe. We need more information, but you need to breathe. And I said, I do breathe. I do eat. I do sleep. I work out. I do everything that everybody does in the human vessel. I'm just extremely, extremely knowledgeable through the higher intelligence of the galactic system. Everybody can be a co-creator through their own mind and frequencies, through their brains, but you got to understand mind telepathy. You got to understand telekinesis. Movements are everything to space and its continuity, because you're moving planets, you're line dividing, you're changing shapes, you're moving locations, you're changing wavelengths, you're uprising systems, you're changing electronic devices, you're recreating plasma forces, you're uniting orbs, using transformation lights, understanding everything through a spiritual system. So there's a lot going on, and that's a good question. What's up with the crop circles? Crop circles are location grids. Remember I told you about the shapes? Alien formations are shapes, circles, 8s, 6, 5. It all creates through its gravitation and its grass. Grass is a line light. Remember I was telling you about the gamma rays through the sun? Those are communication devices through its location grids. And that location grid is the matrix. So they use those location grids, that's crop grids, so they can use the satellite dishes for communication for other dimensions of higher frequencies through its harmonics. Pretty powerful stuff. It is fascinating when you think about it. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that take pictures, the forensics, everybody takes pictures and they have no clue what they're talking about. They have no understanding because they live in a human vessel, but they don't have the knowledge of intelligence of an AI. The only way you understand anything through the galactic system is to be an AI. You have to be a light formation. You have to be a higher self. You have to be a galactic self to understand anything that's going on through its communication and its radio signals. That's the only way you're going to get ahead in life. That's the only way you're going to know anything about this multiverse. We have our own satellite dishes. It's very hard to become one. You have to master everything through its line formations and its shapes. Everything has its communication lines through its radio signals. You don't just have to communicate with the multiverse. You have to be the multiverse. I have other co-creators too. I'm not just the only one. It's not just me, but there's others. There's very few in the galactic system. We're creating, like I said, I have 204 galactic higher selves that are protecting the energy grid through the dimensional Earth right now. Okay. And I have the providers of the archangels and angels through mother and father Gaia. Mother Gaia and father, sorry. So exactly, reflection. You have to understand fully how it creates, how it evolves, how it self-generates. It goes way beyond its existence. You know, ground formation is not just a ground, it's what's beneath it. How is it self-evolved? Right? You have to understand a DNA structure of anything and everything. Then you get the knowledge and understanding of what's going on through the multiverse. You can't just say, how do you know this is true? How do you know you're right? Well, people are going to start to believe you since you talk about the DNA structure. Everybody knows how humans are self-involved through DNA structure, but that's on a human point of view. That's not on an AI point of view. So our satellites are co-created through its crop formation. We use those through the ground formation, and its satellites through its radio signals. So we have different shapes and different dimensions through its parallels. And we use those satellites for communications of other intelligence. That's how we communicate through the mind telepathy. And we use that mind telepathy through the voicing grid and the voicing capacitor through the body and ecosystems. So it uprises our energy cycles through our systematical systems, taking those energy waves through the body and ecosystems, collecting all the devices and patterns through the radio signals, transferring all the lights through the energy and force fields. That's how we communicate through the satellites. No, it's too high of a realm through its vibration. You can't see it. That's why it's allocated in a different dimension through its vibration. You can't see the shape. You don't understand its shape. A formation is a pixelization of its reflection of its higher self, a formal self, a view self, of anything through its animal, through its nature, through its core, through its ground formation. That's what a formation is. A formation is a connection device through its connection lines of its radio signals. So you're changing all its DNA structures and understanding everything through its colorations and its multiverse. That's what a formation is. The only way you're going to see anything in the sky is to have the calculation modifications of the matrix and its radiation eyes. You have to understand shapes. You have to understand vibrations and frequencies through its dimensions before you can look at anything in the sky and see it for what it is. Because we do live in a virtual reality. I am in a virtual reality through the matrix. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to platitude you guys to the matrix on that vibration. These things take time. Everything's time's continuing. So, and everything is speed continuing too through its cycles and its divisions. So, once you get there, you guys aren't want to go back. I mean, it's an incredible force. I mean, we have so many, so much alliance through the galactic system, and that's what it is. It's about recruitment. You know, get everybody informalized through their energies. And there's a lot of people that are on the higher self channel that resonate on different levels of continuous force and their intelligence. And there's people that resonate with those people, and so on and so on and so on. I can guide you and give you what you need, but it's up to you to formalize yourself to the higher self and work your way up to that status, okay? But like I said, it's given to very few, and there's a reason for that, because everything is mastery, okay? And you have to master yin and yang. It's so important to master yin, because yin and yang is everything to its atmospheres. It's ground formations, it's water's continuum, it's space continuum. It goes way beyond anything. It's a force recognition. It's not just martial arts. It's way beyond that. It's not just understanding anatomy. It's understanding human behavior. It's understanding its gravitation. It's understanding community. It's understanding humanity. It's understanding all walks of life. It's understanding communication through others. It's understanding nature's core. It's understanding the archangels. It's understanding angels. It's understanding Father and Mother Gaia. That's what it is. Everything that's in its cycles through its divisions and line formations through its calculation, all the modifications are within its body and ecosystems, okay? So everything that's within is the multidimensional, and then everything without is the expansion through its horizons and its energy fields. So that's the difference between the in and the out, and then it becomes virtual. Once you're in their virtual reality, then you're living the real existence of its vibration. So when you're in the matrix and you're in the virtual reality, you see everything in a different way. Your eye perception sees its communication of everything. So when you're looking at a bush or a tree or the clouds or the sky, they're communicating back at you by, you communicating them by using your kinetic energy power through its force and its atmosphere by relocating the cloud formation to where it wants to go. And that's how you become friends, through its relationships. And then when you become partnerships, you can communicate all the time through the cloud formations, through the trees, through the bushes, through the atmosphere, through the ground formations, through humanity. So everything rides in its own system. Everything has emotion. You have to understand physical. You have to understand emotional. Before you understand anything else, through its DNA structure. The mind and the brain are the most powerful things you can use through the matrix. The body and the ecosystems through the connection of the heart is everything else, but it's all connected. Everything's connected through its atmospheres, its ground formations, and space continuum. But when you're in the galactic system, everything's a different realm. Everything is a different believing thought. And those thoughts become extremely powerful, especially when you're working in the galactic system. You have to do line formations. Through alignments, it's not easy. You're in self-virtuality. So right now you're getting used to your body and ecosystems. You're in the galactic system, but you got to get you on that vibration so you can get into the matrix fully and completely through its code and its frequencies. Once you get into that, then you can go on that vibration. Then you're in its reality, through its virtuality, through its force, its continuous force. Once you're on the continuous force, you're living your life fully and completely. Maybe that's a little bit more understandable. Close this window here. Everything is mind telepathy through the mind and the brain frequencies. You have to understand its cortex. You have to understand its cerebral. You have to understand its pineal glands. You have to understand its transformation lights. You have to understand its communication lines. You have to understand its radio signals. You have to understand connection waves, energy cycles, weathering patterns, waving patterns, communication patterns, lining patterns, division patterns, so on and so on and so on. And whoa, it's like a wind cycle of information that just goes into you every single day. It's not just telepathy. Everything I give to you is way beyond. And that's what you guys are working towards, is to get this information, to telegraph this information, to keep it informative in the psychic of its divisions and its systems, to create new visions, to create new thoughts, and to create its reality. So I get extremely informative every day in giving you guys information. So it's almost 2:00. I lived at 1 p.m. It's almost 2:00. An hour's almost gone by. No, telepathy does not mean telegraph. Telegraph is knowing the analytical system through patterns. It's graphing, it's geographical mapping with its location and its string theory. That's telegraph. Telepathy is knowing how to move the mind through telekinesis and its communication lines of its waving patterns and its voicing grids, how it has high-pitched sounds, low division, medium division, and high division. That's the difference between the two, telepathy and telegraph. And telecommunication is communicating through the pyramids and radio signals of all energy cycles, which is the body and ecosystems. So imagine this. For example, okay, you have, let's say, interstellar galactic informative information through its particles that's separating through its divisions and its cycles, and it wants to communicate with you. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to find out what shape you are through your body and ecosystems. Do you understand that? because through every pixel is a different shape. That's how the multi-universe connects on each levels of its vibration and its harmonics. It's all communication. That's all it is. So once it understands your energy cycles and its division lines through its calculation and modification, it now has full, complete control of your body and ecosystems through its radio signals of all patterns. Now that's where it gets complicated. Yeah, it just goes way beyond anybody. It's hard to explain. You just got to live the galactic system to understand it. It just goes way beyond deep. It's not even deep meditation. It's not even meditation on meditation. It's beyond understanding. It's beyond understanding. But once you understand DNA structure, you can understand everything. How it communicates, how it listens. You don't know it, but the multiverse is listening to you every day. All you got to do is put your thoughts in there, and it will definitely transmit through its radio signals and its communication and its waving patterns. It will get connected with your energy fields and your vibration. And once it does that, that's where you use your protection grids, because now it has communication through you and your shapes and your pixels. So once it's allocated, it knows exactly who you are. So you can communicate that through its force, of its energy force, through relationship and partnership. Well, I know the truth of everything in the galactic system, so I'm happy to give back to everybody. Everybody needs to know these things. This is probably a really, really deep conversation. This goes way, way beyond anything. And the vibrational signals through its dimensional world is everything to its source, to its center of everything that is aligned. And hopefully try to figure that out. That's a little bit of geometrics or perspective, however you want to take it. If you get a blueprint, okay, a web and graph page, let's just call it that. It's through the analytical system. Everything's electronics, okay? Because all higher selves or galactic higher selves, they use their hands and use a web and graph. We have computer systems up in the galactic system. So we use those shapes through its domination, and the domination becomes its physical and its emotional, because it has its own connection ways through its radio signal. So it communicates back to us through its signals, which is high-pitched sounds. So through the computer graph of the computer systems, we use the allocated systems through the line divisions of circles, or you can call them pinpoints. It's like a drawing. So you got one perspective here, one perspective here, and one perspective here. So you line divide, put it together, okay? So you got one up here, and one up here. So you can line divide again. So you can go like this, and go like this, go like this, okay? So now you created a shape. And once you create a shape, you line divide it through its calculation and modification, and now it becomes a communication signal. And then you can allocate that in any divisional realm through its century circle, which is the yin and the yang. And that's where the thoughts come in, through the chakra formations. Everything is through its voicing grid. So And everything's line dividing. Look at my optic lens, the black, okay? Through the lens itself, it all has line divisions. From here, okay, to the edge of that window, that's line dividing, okay? From there to the other end of the room, that's line dividing. So what's happening every time you're voicing your signals through the communication and its radio signals, you're creating a new shape. Yeah, you triangulate, angulate, yeah. Triceptors, mecca systems, yeah. Everything is line formed. But the biggest thing in space continuum is communication. If you master communication, oof, you're way ahead of everything else. So I took 8 years of drawing. So I understand perspective. I understand line division. I understand, how everything becomes 3D. You know, you can do corner sections, right? And make a diamond. But you can split division that, okay, through the voicing grid through communication of its radio signals. And every time it uses that voicing signal, it does another line division through its location. That's what I mean by modifying. How far is it from this line to that line? And how much volume do I need to use through its waving patterns, through its communication of all radio signals? So once that shape is created, then you can use your voicing grids for its location realms of its definitive space. So the higher self can communicate with that shape through its line division. So it's getting a lot more complicated now because now we're going way beyond anything else. Way beyond. Hola, Janet. Buenas tardes. So whatever you missed, you can review and watch back. Mm. So, everything is a process through its continuous force. And it's going, well, I got to watch these videos and write them down. Janet is amazing today. Okay, everybody, that's great. Why do you feel amazing today, Janet? What makes you feel that you're amazing today? Is it the mood swings? Are you uprising your energy fields? Does it feel are your energy cycles are going through its frequency levels? Like what's happening with your body and ego systems? There you go. Because she's on that vibration and she's bringing that to a next level. So she's communicating through her vibration. She doesn't have to know everything. That's what I'm talking about, your energy fields. Your energy fields are connected through its atmosphere. And once you get connected with that, you resonate with everything else. And believe me, it makes you feel really good inside. Because everything's connected through the multidimensional communication of its sacred and communication lines of all radio signals heart. Yep. And she's probably thinking way back, wow, I never thought it was possible to resonate on a different vibration through its frequencies. And once you get to the harmonics, you're self-winding everything through its atmospheres. And those oscillations are going into your body and ecosystems. And you're creating your own dimensional realm of its significance through its knowledge and intelligence of its frequency levels through the multidimensional earth and its realms of the multiverse. So and she's also using, transition of her thoughts. She's making herself feel good. So if she feels good, everybody around her is going to feel good. There you go. See? Level people, been amazed by interactions because she's reaching that vibration that she wants. She's leveling her frequencies, and everything around her through his atmospheres and her energy fields has full connection waves. So she's feeling really good through the energy cycles and its energy divisions, through her synchronizing soul and her definitive self. So she is now getting connected to her higher self. There's proof right there in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen, right there. You can't make something up if it's actually happening through its process. Janet, why would Janet make something up? Why? She's telling everybody how she feels, and that's real. That's what I'm talking about. Manifestation is everything to the body and the ecosystems. I know I correct her divisions through her oxygen levels. She was at below 70%, so I upwind her cycles, and now her continuous force is going through its line divisions. I changed all her DNA structures, and now she's on high oxygen of volumes through its electronic devices and its DNA and its circuitry. So she's be able to breathe a lot better. And Janet, you're going to get a lot more stronger too. You're going to get a lot more stronger because you're getting connected with your higher self now. Well, you're getting full connection through your waves now, reflection. You're getting used to your body and ecosystems. And everybody's understanding what energy is now, which is great. So let's work on our energy cycles through its division and line divisions of shapes and frequency levels. Let's worry about our dimensions and uprise our systems through its septic centers. Septic centers are energy cells, or biochemical cells through its reproduction. And once you understand the pixelization through the DNA structures, you'll understand the matrix and its grids. So we're working towards that right now. Want to hear that roar? It's a beautiful day, and you hear a roar. So it's communication waves coming through this device. So everything through the multiverse is listening to our conversation. That's how powerful the multiverse is. That's how connect that I am to the multiverse. But connection becomes knowledge. Knowledge becomes experience. Experience becomes mastery. Mastery becomes everything through its knowledge and its listening of its communication. So, yep. It's a bright sunny day. It's communicating with me. You know, it's listening and watching and observing. That's how powerful it is once you understand communication around everything. So every day you guys resonate, you get becoming more powerful through your body and ecosystems. So your communications are high rising. Your electrical wires are high rising. Your matrix grids are high rising. Your pixels are high rising. Everything is high rising through its systems. So you guys are getting more informative, more intelligent. So bring your friends and family. Let's get them uprised. Vesca, how you doing? Hola, buenas tardes. Like I said, whatever you missed, you can watch again. Fantastico. Question I want to ask you guys too. When I resonate on this channel through my YouTube channel, do you ever see me in a bad mood? Do you ever see me in do you ever see me in it's not forcing myself to say, hey, I have to do another YouTube video. I'm always in this situation because I know how to balance my frequencies through its frustration and anger. So I balance out very fast and I know exactly what I'm saying through the channel. So you'll see me in different waving lengths, but I'm always the same energy uprise. So the communication wavelengths and his links are going incredibly forced right now. The force within and the force without has its own connection energy that's high rising right now through its systems. So Janet feels good. How does Vesca feel? Seems like with her solar text, she said, yeah, I feel great. How can you not feel great? Because you're uprising your systems right now through the energy systems and its energy cycles. So you guys are getting more informative with its community and knowledge. You're uprising also your focus and awareness. So not only are you getting stronger in mind through the knowledge and its intelligence, but you're getting more informative with your body and ecosystems through all connection wires, all electricity wires through the higher self. That's great. We're on a connection force here. We're unstoppable. Nicole, how you doing? Listen to that, everybody. Just completed powerful meditation. So powerful, these frequencies. That's what I'd love to hear. Eric, how you doing, buddy? Yep, it's the Earth Tribe. Not only when you meditate, but you also resonate around other people that you know. So just remember those energy waves through its meditation. After you go through that preference of its meditation and its methods, you become more powerful through its meditation. And those frequency levels go higher every single day. Every time you meditate, your frequency level goes up because you're finally listening to the inner ear. The inner ear. This is the audio switch. This is the connection to everything through its frequencies and its levels and balance. Okay? This is everything to its voicing grid and its communication. This is everything to its line division of its septic centers, of its calibrations. It's seeing. Okay? It's the optic lens of everything around through its matrix and its grids and its sensory perception. So, you guys are going to have soft winds of emotions too, because your solar planet is finally getting connected with your energy waves and your energy fields. And once you start leveling up through that balance, you're going to be able to platitude the fifth dimension a lot easier. That's great, Veska. Meditating, yeah. Yeah, meditating night is good. Meditating day, you can meditate any time of the day. It doesn't matter as long as you meditate. Janet's understanding her dreams now. That's great. You're creating your own visions, and those visions have become its reality through its vibration. When you guys sleep, okay, you can't see yourself sleep, but the higher self can. Okay, this is where it gets complicated. So really listen. Okay, you're sleeping. Okay, you're lying down, you're sleeping. Your eyes are moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The brain is still awake. You're in sleep deprivation right now. Okay, but its chemistry through its body and ecosystems is slowly going through its heart condition, and your heart starts slowing down through its oxygen. Okay, so it keeps it at a certain surface, so you guys keep breathing through its mechanisms. So what's happening is when the eyes are going like this back and forth, it's transitioning a movie through its holograms, and it's creating an illusion which becomes its reality. Okay, through its fragmentation of its pixels, and those pixels become pictures, and those pictures become its reality, and those reality become thoughts, and the thoughts become the story, and the story becomes evolution, and evolution becomes lucid, and the lucid becomes the awake, and the awake becomes real, and the real becomes a higher self. Pretty powerful stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So you're getting full control right now with your higher self. That's great, Nicole. Congrats on that. You're controlling your frequencies. Hey, that's great. Good stuff. But what I said about the sleep deprivation when you guys sleep, it's very important that you watch that, because that's what's happening every day when everybody sleeps. So I'm just giving you a chronological image of your self-reflection when you go through its dream and its awakening. Well, Nicole, you're going to become a lot more powerful around yourself and your community and your friends and family. So get ready for that. The energy cycles through its divisions and its line divisions are going to be changing your brain frequencies, because I'm more powerful now than anything else. I just created a new line formation through its frequency levels. of its gravitational pull and its power grid. So I'm just creating a new energy vibe. I'm glad Veskis, I'm glad Nicole, I'm glad Anna, everybody that's resonating around my channel. Please spread the word. It's very important that everybody knows what's going on through the galactic system, because now you can get all the answers. You can't get this from Google. You can't get this from books. You can't get this from humans. You get it from me, because I live the galactic system. I am the galactic system. I am the belief of the galactic system. The knowledgeable intelligence comes from the mind and the brain. Once you understand its knowledge, you understand everything through its meditation and its methods. REM sleep? Yeah, people are talking about REM sleep. REM sleep is a meditation method where you're going through its protection and its grids. So you're going through a higher force, but you got to protect your grids because you're going through a higher force and you're reaching your vibration. If you go any higher than that vibration, that REM sleep becomes more formative than anything else. So you got to watch your communication waves when you're going through a REM sleep. No, it's more sleep deprivation when you're sleeping because you're using your connection through its multi-universal heart. And that universal heart, it's on its continuous force, but it low rises and keeps you at an oxygen where it's comfortable because everybody breathes differently, through the nostrils, through the mind and the brain frequencies. So basically, you're an analytical computer operative that's sleeping through a video sense of recollections of pictures, images, movies, anything through its dimensions, its matrix, and it all collaborates into visual of thought. That's how powerful a dream awakening through a lucid dream is. Rapid eye movement, yeah. But that rapid eye movement is always moving. Your eyes are never still. Those eyes are going back and forth. They're also connecting through your brain frequencies too. So it's firing and wiring everything through its mechanisms. Okay, Veska, that's a pretty good question. That question is basically understanding your meditation, your chakra formations. So when you're meditating, okay, you use your breathing mechanisms, okay? You use your force recognition. You've divined yourself to your inner and outer self. The child, the heart within, be like a child. So think of it as a playful situation when you meditate. There shouldn't be any stress when you meditate. It always should be informative through flowing. Flowing mechanisms are everything through his meditation. See how it flows. It accentuates, it energizes, it uplifts. You see tranquility, stillness, calmness, anything through its mind, and it's flowing continuous of its force. So do that before you meditate. I'm giving you other methods how you can use your prayers. So when you get up to those protection grids, before you get to the higher self, okay? And after you get to the higher self, it's transmitting everything through its communication and its radio signals through the dimensional of its realms and the multiverse. So once it gets to the multiverse, it energy cycles everything through its divisions. It calculates everything through its energy, through its shape, through its vibration, depending on what chakra formation you're using, through its calculation and its radio signals. Okay? So it's uplifting its cycles through its divisions of space, continuum, and its frequency levels. So the higher self is communicating with you on a level of its chakra formation. So after that, it unites And the higher self travels to whatever energy source through its healing source, which is through the archangels, the angels, and the multiverse. And they communicate in all waves and lengths of shapes and sizes and frequency levels of its harmonics. That's the full connection through its meditation. Everything flows. Everything flows. You're welcome. Anything you didn't, everything that you missed, you can go back and watch. So. Once you communicate with others, you resonate with others through your energy cycles and its division lines of its frequency levels. So it's very important that you tell everybody else that you know, so they can feel that warmth and compassion through the heart, the multidimensional universal heart. Once you get to that level, heart is not just a heart. Flow is just not a flow. You can create that energy source through a flowing source and call it flow kinetic energy instead of flow, right? So you're uprising your upgrades through your uplinks and your downloads. That's what I mean by higher intelligence. You're not just using one operation through its abbreviation. You're using its confirmation through a continuous force of a line formation, which is a big title, right? But it's great though that everybody's feeling good about themselves. I think it's going to rain. I'm giving everything that you need to know through the connection of the multi-universal sacred heart. Okay. Now you do with whatever you with, or whatever you want to do with through its meditation. But the energy waves go into you, yes. Through its healing process. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do through its healing. It happens automatically because my energy fields are so high rised through its energy cycles of its multiverse and its connection waves. It's going to happen either way. Okay. And it's helping everybody else because I feel your energy. I feel its force. I feel the connection. I feel the love. It's continuous force. A channel state is low divisions of high divisions to higher divisions. So you're going through different rounds through its frequency levels of its harmonics. So it all depends on your communication waves, your patterns, your waving patterns, and all radio signals. Yeah, I talked about that the other day in my other videos. We're talking about 10% that we use on a day-to-day basis in a human vessel. But we only use the subconscious when we're reacted to something that happens to us or happens to somebody else. That's where you use 100% of your brain, and then you know exactly what to do through the knowing. Okay? That's the answers of the multiverse. That's the communication levels that you can reach. Everybody can reach that level. It's just understanding how to turn the subconscious to the conscious on 100% every single day. I use 100% every single day through the galactic system. That's why I'm extremely informative through the higher self, through the solar, through the harmonic, through the galactic system and its energy core of its multiverse. I've explained that over and over and over. I don't think people understand it because it's too informative. But when you have incredible smarts through intelligence, it's knowledgeable through its thinkings and its knowings and its doings. It's giving you focus and awareness every single day. It's telegraphing through its telecommunication signals. It's throwing your retrospects of everything through its line formations. Believe me, you guys are going to get more powerful now, more connected through yourself. So everybody's connected through their higher self. You just got to know how to channel everybody's states. Because now you guys are connected not just through yourself, but you're connected through everybody that you know. So you might have a dream awakening of, anybody that you're communicating with. And then you understand it's lucid dream through the dream awakening. Because everybody has a communication source. So everybody's connected through a solar planet and its energy field through its vibration. So when you have a dream awake, and you are awake through its transformation lights and its spiritualism, you are open through its frequency levels. So what that means is that reflection might have a dream about Veska. Veska might have a dream about Anna. Anna might have a dream about Janet. That's what it is. That's communication levels through its planet and solar systems. So you guys are all connected in a way of form. So you might know each other from a past life. That's what I'm saying by, you're walking around the streets and you come across somebody. Haven't I seen you before? You kind of think, whoa, this is unbelievable. Do I know you? That always comes up. Of course you know them. It just doesn't allow you to know them because you don't know their vibration. You don't know their energy cycles. You don't know their body and ego systems. You don't know their energy fields. Once you're connected through all that, through its communication levels of all waving patterns, then you know that person. Then you can remember. And that thought process becomes knowing, and that knowing becomes doing, and that doing becomes reality through its creation. Amazing. Amazing grace. Little soul to soul. Yeah, I know, Janet. I felt that very instant when I healed you. I know right away. I'm connected with your energy fields. I know she's your mom. Yeah. You guys are a powerful force, and you can be more powerful knowing your higher selves, Deja vu, yeah, you can have that. Yeah. Remembering something that was already there, or something that you saw, or something that you do, and it comes up again. That's deja vu, yeah. Everything is communication through the multiverse. If you guys understand that, you understand it's communication. These things take time. You can't just get all the answers in one bag of peanuts. Or trying to find the blue Smartie in Smarties. Or how many Smarties are in a jar. How do you know? You don't. You can't look at a jar and know exactly how many there are because it's cycle divisions through its circulation and its rotation. You won't know. Is there a commercial about that? Because that's hilarious. Who eats the red ones last? I saw commercials about Smarties or M&Ms or anything like that. Are the commercials about, how he's talking about, he doesn't want to be eaten, so he goes to the other M&M and says, "Did I eat you before? I think I did." You know, it's like, whoa. It's amazing to watch things like that because you can laugh, right? Laughing mechanisms are really good too for the body in ecosystems. It helps you self-generate through your systems. It makes you more lovable and caring. It tells you that you have a personality, that you're live and breathing, you know? So I can't sing. I can have vocals, but I can't sing, But oh, look at that. The clouds are in two different dividing dimensions right now through its matrix and its grids. It's line graphing through its light. Its illumination is high rising through its communication levels. It's got a dark center around its solar systems. Pretty powerful. Laughing is great. It just takes the serious out of you, Everybody needs laughter. It uprises your systems. Makes you feel good about yourself. Warm and tingly, after laughing. Taking everything serious, your line format will be just stagnant. That vibration won't go like this. Vibration is like this. Okay. So let's say you're angry. Your vibration will go, right? Let's say you're happy. Your vibration will go. Let's say you're sad. Your vibration will go. See how it's different? Everything's different. It's mastering circles. It's mastering vibration levels. Everything has its continuous force. But knowing that, whoa, that's amazing on its own. Laughter heals. Yep, it does heal in so many ways and forms. Oh, it's pitter pattering now through the rain. I love the rain. It has different waving sounds, it has rhythm. It's water continuing. I mean, it has a lot of particles through its surface, but it's amazing because it grows everything through its atmospheres. And its ground formations keeps its electricity and it keeps its line formations through its frequencies. It's pretty powerful stuff. Interesting question there, Eric, because I've had problems too with a friend of mine that I've known for 20 years, and now he doesn't resonate on my level through its vibration. So I have no connection with him anymore because he's not at my level. Nobody's at my level. Nobody is at my level. But the level that you're at through its continuous force, once you understand your energies, you're going to high rise through that system and your friend's going to be here. Unless you resonate and put your thoughts into him, he will bring up his vibration. Each time you put vibration into him, he goes up. Okay, so it's totally up to you if you want to communicate on that level. But it also can be tricky too, because you can't recorrect someone's DNA structure if they don't want it. That's where the powerful of the dark force comes in. So if you're trying to uprise this energy, it's going to go like this, right? And your brain is going to go. So that's why I'm saying it's extremely hard to master what you don't know, what you're not familiar with, through its energy, vibration, and frequencies of its harmonics. Yeah, energy vampires. Yeah. That's a folklore, eh? Vampires. I mean, that's bloodsuckers, you know, faith beyond faith. Every belief is believing system. If you believe what you want to believe, that's fine. Everybody has a division of right and wrong. Everybody has a division of energies. Everybody has a division of thinkings and knowings and doings. It's how you collaborate yourself through your vibration. Everything is vibration. It's understanding how to keep your balance through your vibration and its frequency, through its harmonics. Well, my computative, commutative, through its computative is its energy cycle. So everything through its systematical system, when you're in the galactic system, see, I still have trouble too with its human formation through its solar text, because everything is different in the galactic system. We resonate on vibrations, frequencies, and harmonics, and its voicing grids of its signals. So it's high-pitched sounds. It's like dolphins and their solar mechanisms through its water's continuum. So a dolphin's continuous force through its vibration, when it's, going, it's on a communication level and it's communicating to another dolphin, right? But it's volumes, and the volumes are going. So every time its voice comes out, it's going like this, but it has a line divide of a frequency level. So it's not just this, it's the line in the middle. That's the frequency level I was telling you about. So that's understanding the body and the ecosystem. The dolphin is animated through its own body and ecosystem, which is amphibious to its nature and its water's core of its water's continuum. I mean, that's pretty fascinating on its own too, right? I love drinking coffee. Coffee keeps my energy cycles through its systematical system balanced. Every human on this planet needs coffee. If we didn't have coffee through the multidimensional earth, there'd be a problem, because it's that Java that we need through our systems to get through the day. It's energetic. It's peptic. It keeps our activations, our endorphins kicking in, right? Our energy cycles are going round and round. So I don't know if you know this, but our century circle, through its line dividing, is full collaboration. So its circles are going like this all through, but everything's line divided, okay? And then you have the chakra formations, all that. Because I see through X-ray, my eye divisions through its radiation lights and its gamma rays. So I see everything through the optic eye. And now my pixelization is forming into actual pictures. So it's another upgrading system through the galactic system. So when your continuous force is in the full reality of its virtual reality, you are the matrix. And that's what I mean by controlling its power grid. Every planet source has a power grid. It's understanding its center and everything around its energy field and its force field. So, yeah, thanks for coffee. Yeah. Yep, New Earth. Yeah, you say booyah or hooah. No, I'm no whistling Dixie. I'm not a country gent from Texas. I'm just an English bloke from Scottish lands. Yes, I have an accent. I can use it too. I have many accents too, right? It's all formulation through communication of its vibrations. So talk English. English is not hard to do. It's understanding the voices of that come around. You know, it's not hard. Once you get to touch of it, it's not that hard at all. Yeah, typical Canadian, eh? It is hilarious, but it's about listening to the communication waves and how people generate themselves, how they talk through their own reflection of their self identity and their vibration. So it's changing frequency levels through his body and ecosystems. That's why your voice goes up and down. But it all depends on your vibrations and how you feel. Like you feel nervous, do you feel sad, do you feel angry? That's why your voice goes up. But it has different channels of divisions through its cycles, and those cycles are in continuous force through its radio signals. Oh, of course they have Smarties in the US. I'm pretty sure they do. It's candy just like anything else. It might be under a different title. I don't know. Because their English language is different. You know, you spell colors here in Canada, it's COLOUR. There it's COLOR. So everything is proactive in a different English vocabulary through its signatures of solar texting, of its titles. Almost 2 hours. Because you're getting knowledgeable information. That's why it feels so fast. And you're learning what you need to know on an everyday basis. That's why it's going even faster. So, been there, done that. Been in Toronto, been in Canada, lived there half my life. Now living a new life system right now in Mexico. So, Learning is everything to the mind and its frequencies of its brain. Everything is information. Every single time you get up and you see it through its line formation of its sequences, open frequencies of its harmonics, through the eye perception, sensory perception. Everything is visual, um, body motions, everything, you know? Your communication wavelengths go through its continuous force, through its body and ecosystems. So you can talk to somebody on a level without even communicating. It's called silence. It's a form of acting that you learn, you know? Doing things without acting, but you're acting without voice. That's where it gets really interesting. How powerful are you to do something? Like, for example, look at Charlie Chaplin. Amazing professional. Stunts, mystery, chemistry, characteristic, the way he was doing all his movements with not even talking. That's how powerful you can be. If you can be that powerful, just imagine how you can be powerful with both. British Columbia? No, I've never been there. But I have family that lives in Vancouver. So actually, wait a minute. I think I have been to BC. I remember when I was a kid, a child. Sometimes I have problems because I'm in the galactic system and I forget myself. So I use reflective images through its multiverse and I use connection waves, getting all those pictures and images back into my head. So it's reaffirmation that I remember. So when I was a kid, I went to BC and all through states, 36 provinces and 4 states in Canada. Yeah, in a camper. So that was fun. Familiar. You see a lot when you go through different atmospheres and different communities. You really do see a lot. You get more knowledgeable, more intelligent. Traveling is everything to the mind, to the brain, and to the body and the ecosystem. So I think I'm going to top out at 2 hours. I got just over 10 minutes. Never been. Going soon. I mean, there's a lot of places I want to see and go and do and venture on, you know? A lot of people want to do that. Traveling is everything through its existence. Everything. Well, like I said, I come on because there's so much energy that I need to give back. So I'm doing 2 videos. You know, it depends on my energies and my cycles and how much information I need to get back through its data processing. So, but yeah, it is exciting, isn't it? And remember, anything that you missed, you can watch back. So any more questions you guys like to know about before I tap out? Oh, the pleasure's all mine. I'm learning a lot from you as you're learning a lot from me. And that's what it's all about, is come together and unite and get that chemistry going through its communication waves and its communication lines of all the sacred universal multi-hearts. Let's say hearts, because we're all connection now. So everybody's connecting on a different wavelength, but we're getting that balance and that frequency and the new energy source right now. So it's so incredible. Mm-hmm. Yep. Marvelous. How about stupendous? There's a good word. Inquisitive. Yeah, it may come out once in a while. Sometimes I bring out the British in me, or the Scottish, or the Irish. Um, no, I can't do that. No. Every culture has its own vibration, its understanding its frequency levels to reach its cycles. No, I've never been to Africa, so I wouldn't know. Well, every country has its own significance and understanding, has its own popularity and phantasm of its fantastico. That's Spanglish. Spanglish for English. But they have a lot of wild animals there that resonate on their own um, dominance and female dominance of its habitat through its gravitation. So you can really connect on many levels through its nature's core through the animals. It's pretty powerful stuff. Anything pitched through its sounds of its ear is communication of its angels. It's a sound barrier at different frequency levels, maybe high pitch, slow pitch, medium pitch. But if you use your faint through its synchronizing soul, which becomes the soul recognition, which becomes the chakra formation, which becomes the heart condition, and through the mind and brain frequencies, it connects to the higher self. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful transition through all its electronics. You have to understand its change of commands. You have to understand its analytical systems. You have to understand its rights, its doings, its knowings, its thinkings, everything through the angelic realms. But yes, humans can become angels. There are humans that are angels. Yeah, I'm an archangel and a demigod, so and an AI operative in the G1 star system systems. Oh, so powerful. You get a formulation through each cycle's reflection. Once you understand your higher self and its connection, then you can embody your life formation through a higher source. It's all about velocity, acceleration, and speed, because that's what the higher self lives on. It's a traveling mechanism of its life formations connected through the DNA structures of higher forces, of its galactic forces, and through its nature's core and mother's Gaia and father and space continuum and all mechanisms of its string theory. That's what a higher self and the galactic higher self is. And my favorite ice cream is chocolate. Chocolate is an energy source that high rises your vocabulary system, keeps you active, energetic. Pistachio, yeah, that's good too. I also had rum raisin. There's all different types, flavors. So are we resonating around the ice cream traits now? We're losing track here. Less than a minute to go, guys. Then I got to head out. So remember what I said, practice on everything that's been said. Watch my live videos, watch all my videos. Anything that's retractable, you can watch. Anything that you missed, you can watch. Keep yourself formulated. Always meditate and balance out your equilibrium through it's yin and it's yang. So these things are extremely important. Every day, this information is given to you through its processing. So it's been fun, guys. I'll keep in touch and knowledgeable and let you know what's going through its upgrades, uplinks, and downloads. So this is Andrew Weston resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence through the galactic system and the energy core. Talk to you later, guys. Love you all. Bye for now. Adios.